Bulletcast for life.
Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? So, what do you want to talk about? Brandon, what do you want to talk about?
Well, it's been 10 years, what I've been told, since the legendary Bayley Sasha Banks match, NXT Championship in Brooklyn, New York, in the Barclays Center. A monumental match, not just for women's wrestling, but just, wrestling in general.
Absolutely. I mean, the Takeover Brooklyn, the Battle for Brooklyn is what it was described as. Saturday, August 22nd, 2015. It happened at 7:30 p.m. 10 years ago today, this amazing card happened. Let's talk about, what Rob, we're here to talk about Sasha and Bayley, of course, but there was Tyler Breeze and Jushin Thunder Liger, the Vaudevillains versus Blake and Murphy, Samoa Joe versus Baron Corbin. The main event was a ladder match, NXT title, Balor versus Owens. But yeah, man, I don't remember. Were they semi-main? Were Sasha and Bayley semi-main? I don't remember. But it was just
there's no way of knowing.
There is.
Oh, Wikipedia.
Yeah, there is a way of knowing. Oh, that's right. They used to do like NXT matches too on this. But Apollo Crews,
Eva Marie defeated Carmella.
Yes.
In a 7-minute match. Jesus.
Apollo Crews and Ty Dillinger, Bull Dempsey and Elias Sampson. Man, this is bad.
Emma defeated Becky Lynch, Charlotte, and Dana Brooke. Who would have seen that coming?
Right? Who would have seen that coming? Oh man. But yeah, they were the semi-main. They went 18-22. This match, man, I've said it before. I'm very funny about wrestling. Like, there are some matches where, I think they're great, and I'll just watch them back immediately. And there are those that are truly special to where I don't watch them back. I want to remember how I felt in that time and in that space. Have you seen this match back since it happened?
Yes, I've watched it back. Maybe not like a bunch of times, but especially at the end of the year when we do these year-end. Well, we weren't doing the podcast at this time, but just kind of at the end of the year, just kind of recapping. I believe I've seen this match a few times, at least, but it has been quite a while, maybe in 8 to 7 years since the last time I've watched this match.
Oh my God. Let's take you back to that period of time, bro. Like, what were you feeling watching that contest?
At this point, it's late 2015 WWE. It's not the best in the world. This is, not the early stages of NXT, but NXT, they're starting to hit their stride in the black and gold era. The women's division is good with Becky, with the whole 4 horsewoman in general. And this match, the Bayley character definitely was kind of hitting her stride as, the white meat, lovable, childlike babyface, and then Sasha Banks is, the arrogant heel, but she can back it up in the ring. So it was just kind of a great combination, and they just kind of laid the foundation for, I don't know when you want to say the peak of the black and gold era of NXT would be, maybe a year or 2, 3 years later, when they really were kind of selling out arenas just basically on their own instead of having to go off the back of WWE pay-per-views like this one is, because this is a SummerSlam weekend. But this definitely did start, because I would say around this era, 2015, 2018 is my favorite era of wrestling. It has nothing to do with WWE main roster, because it's all just strictly NXT and New Japan.
Yeah, and then the stuff that they were doing on the indies. I'm watching the highlights of it right now. There was ground and pound, great reversal. Sasha just taking her time, talking that shit. The reversals, the fight back from Bayley, always underneath, trying to get a little in there, and then just getting cut right back down, right there, gains a little bit more. She's going forward, she's rolling through more ground and pound, and then Sasha right back to it. That's right. Bayley's hand I remember her hand was hurt. Did she break her hand? Was that the reason why she was off TV for a little bit?
Possibly.
Remember?
Well, this is 10 years ago. This is hard for me to
Yeah.
remember these things.
Yeah. I just remember she was working that hand, the dive over the referee. Bailey still holding that hand, just trying to do whatever she can to fight back and fighting through all that pain. The comeback is great. I'm watching right now. Big exploder suplex into the corner. Oh, just right back to it. The bank statement submission. Oh, stomping. That was the key point. That was the key point. The stomping on the hand, so Bayley didn't go to the rope, but then Bayley reverses it into a cross face of her own. Sasha hits the rope. I mean, just excellent stuff, man. I mean, Bayley to belly, and then she kicked out. Uh, John, we talked about it last week. Cena talked about his wrestling. Oh my God, she went for a hurricane run off the top and then landed on her head when she fell to the mat. That was scary. Um, Cena talked about his wrestling soulmates. I mean, obviously, uh, a poison Rana off the top, then the Bayley to belly, the 1, 2, 3. It was great finish, great finish. I mean, Sasha and Bayley wrestling soulmates, right? I mean, it's
I mean, out of the four horsewomen, them are clearly like the two best friends. Like they are friends inside, outside the ring, and that kind of brings it into, the wrestling world inside the wrestling ring because, sometimes you're able to get away with more stuff. You're a little more snug, a little more, Chris, a little bit more on the same page with someone you enjoy.
absolutely,
That's why like, the Razor Ramon Shawn Michaels matches or, anyone with the click seems that they had good chemistry together. And also, this is still a developmental system, and these because I wanted to look it up because like this was 10 years ago. Sasha Banks was 23 and Bayley was 26 at this time. Like Bayley a little older, kind of in her physical prime. But, I mean, the fact that Sasha Banks is 23 years old and she was put on these types of matches was kind of crazy,
yeah,
and she's
because
kind of held that same you know steady pace of fantastic matches for the last 10 years too.
absolutely. I mean, because like you look at it, like they had only been wrestling in total like what 5 or 6 years at this point, and they say what normally like by your 10th year you hit like a different stride. I mean, they were definitely in a different stride at this point in time. I mean, they were destined to do this. I mean, two of my favorite people to watch work. I remember like when we were first starting this podcast and we were trying to come up with like all these different ideas and things to do for recordings. We've done the top 10 list multiple times, top 10 matches. I believe I put it down. Sasha and Bailey's in my top 10 favorite matches of all time. It was just an unbelievable contest. The fighting spirit of Bayley, the big baby face, just trying to win the big one, and then just the arrogant heel. Like, nah, you're not taking this away from me. And then they work so well together as we've seen over the last 10 years. Truly, some of the greats. I would love to see just one more big blow off between them. Give them 20 minutes and let them go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about Bailey possibly, her new character of whatever that may be. Mercedes Moné has been thriving in ring wise. We've had some issues with maybe her character work. Would you like to see, Philip? I know you're the WWE guy more than me. Would you like to see Bailey go outside the world of outside of WWE and possibly link up with Mercedes Moné in AEW? See what they can do there.
Uh I mean, it'd be intriguing, but I'm always a fan of people just. I mean, obviously, no, like go, if things aren't working out, or for whatever the case, like go bet on yourself, and that's paid off for people. I mean, the list goes on and on. Mercedes is one of them. She's done incredibly well for herself outside of WWE, but I'm always a fan of people coming home. I'm always a fan of people coming home and just because I mean it's the biggest stage possible. Like I feel like for what they've done and what they mean to this industry and helping the woman's evolution revolution in this game, it should be on the biggest stage possible. It should be. I need Sasha and Bayley to main event a night of WrestleMania. That's what I'm looking at. That's what I'm looking at.
I mean, the Sasha Banks leaving WWE was not the best of terms, but that was more of a Vince era. We'll see. Maybe Triple H can rebuild that bridge, and maybe she can come back to WWE. Mercedes has been kind of outspoken about, maybe not outspoken against WWE, but just kind of like putting over how she feels in AEW and how much better she feels. Um, you know, Bayley is a little older, so now she's 36 at this point. She's dealt with some significant injuries in the past, so we don't know how much more, prime Bayley years we can get. I think Bayley has kind of slowed down a little bit in the ring, while Mercedes has kind of kept that pace up. For now, we'll have to wait and see since she is, a little more undersized, and she luckily outside of, I think the broken foot or ankle she suffered last year, or 2 years ago, she's been able to kind of stay relatively healthy. If they were to come back in WWE, I think it would mean a little bit more if they wrestled outside of WWE because I think at this point WWE's kind of passed them up in terms of like that generation, that four horsemen generation. Like, Charlotte and Becky are doing their thing and Bayley's kind of, falling a little bit back. But I think if they were to do something, it would mean a little bit more if it was outside the WWE context.
I mean, I see your point. I do, and it would be interesting to see Bayley, go on to do something outside like that. Yeah, I mean, you just want to see them on the biggest scale. But I understand your point. I think it could be very interesting. Guys, let us know, where does it rank, man? Where does it rank amongst some of your favorite matches of all time? Not just women's match, like match in general, regardless of gender. Where does this rank? Throw us in the comments, like DM us. Let us know how you felt about this match when it happened, how you feel about it currently, because I mean, it still holds up, man. It's one of those great matches. They had an amazing story going into it, and they told a great story throughout the whole thing. It is for I guess for like indie wrestlers, or like not, I wouldn't say just starting out, but like those that like have like a big match coming up, and like if the story's there and it's right, study this. You know what I'm saying? Or I mean, just study this in general for the little things that they do to make it mean more. Just great stuff all around. Two of the best to ever do it. Truly, truly. Thank you guys. I know we haven't done a so what do you want to talk about in quite some time. I'm sorry about that. Trying to get back into the swing of things. Brandon, maybe we do a wrestling soulmates one. Hmm?
Maybe, maybe.
Maybe. Maybe we'll get a group of people and we'll get that going. Thank you guys so much. Two podcasts in a week. You haven't seen that from us in quite some time. Thank you guys so much. Be safe and stay dangerous. You guys are.